Good morning everyone, this is our third day in our holiday. Today is time to visit Kanazawa, and the first stop that I really wanted to do, since our hotel is really next to this place, is the Oyama shrine. The Oyama shrine, it's really peculiar and it's quite important, but one of the things that grabbed my attention a lot is this unusual gate. This is the entrance gate, okay? And if you've seen any shrine in Japan, you would be thinking, what kind of gate is this? It's not similar to any other gate in any other shrine in Japan. It mixes Japanese influences and Chinese and European influences. The architect was even a Dutch architect. And you can see even at the top, let me see, there. At the top, you can even see a third floor, which is completely unusual in any other shrine in Japan. What is this shrine about? What can we see? Come with me and we'll see this shrine and many other things around Kanazawa. Let's start. This shrine was built in 1599 by Maeda Toshinaga. He dedicated the temple to his father, who was a really known person, Maeda Toshie. We can see him over there. Okay, he is Maeda Toshie, one of the most famous samurai next to the Sengoku period. And they say he was as well a lifelong rival of Tokugawa Ieyasu. And Maeda Toshie, he was the one who started the Kaga domain here in Kanazawa, extending throughout many generations. Okay, so thanks to him, thanks to Maeda Toshie, the Maeda clan started living here in Kanazawa until the Meiji Restoration. Next to him, he is the Maeda Toshie, and next to him, we have the statue of his wife, Omatsu. Apparently, they used to love each other a lot. They were a very happy marriage. So, and they used to say that Omatsu was a very intelligent wife who actually helped Toshie several times. That's why, since they were such a happy marriage, they are both next to each other. And if you notice, Omatsu is directly staring at Toshie. Okay, so because of that, this shrine is also used to pray for happy marriage, couples, etc. It's quite interesting actually. So right now you can see a line of people waiting because of the Hatsumode. Everyone comes here to pray the first time of the year. So it's obvious that they have quite a long queue. So, but we are going to walk around because not only the unusual gates and the shrines are good to see, there's actually a very nice pond to walk around. So let me show you a little bit of the surroundings. Even this garden was designed by Kobori, one of the best gardenists in Japan. Right next to the shrine we have the Kanazawa Castle, which, as I said, started with the Maeda clan, with Maeda Toshiie. I mean, it started a little bit before, but let's say that Maeda Toshiie took that castle in construction and started building that castle, the future Kanazawa Castle that passed down throughout many generations. Same as the Imperial Palace in Japan, it went through many fires and renovations, etc. And then during the Meiji Restoration, it's changed the function one more time. And, well, nowadays it's a park that can be visited, so we are going to take a stroll around. Oh my god, every time I have more and more Sekiro vibes. This is all Sekiro. It's really cool and interesting. I'm loving this visit. But on the other hand, I'm also getting a lot of Sekiro vibes. I missed Lion. I've been walking around this Kanazawa Castle for a while, all this castle park, and it's been really nice, very interesting. Actually, like I was used in the Imperial Palace to just go to the Honmaru, the main keep, because there is where the castle used to be, at least in the Imperial Palace. And here it's also correct, but with a small variation. So, for example, in the Imperial Palace in Tokyo, after the fire, the castle was moved from the Honmaru to the Nishinomaru. In this case, the castle was moved after the fire, but this fire was earlier, in 1631, from the Honmaru, which is over there. I will visit it later, on the top of that mountain. I'm sure on that mountain there is nothing left now, because the castle was in 1631, and from that point it moved all the way here, the Ninomaru. And the Ninomaru Goten, this palace, they say it was a really big palace. It has been kept since then, but there was a lot of fires, so I saw a video that they're still trying to work a lot on the renovation projects and all of that, but it was originally a really big palace, 10,000 square meters. So it was really big, with 3 main complexes. It was the Omotemuki, which was the main one for the ceremonies of all kind. There was also the Oimamawari, where the Lord was residing, and the Okumuki at the end, which was basically for the ladies, where the ladies were living at that time. Right now it's on renovation process. It can be visited, so if I can, I will try to go inside and tell you more about it later. But also, it's very important to know that this was the center of the Kaga domain. For all the Spanish speakers, yes, Kaga. But anyway, this Kaga domain was really important, and it was a domain that started with this Maeda Toshiie. Okay, so this domain included 3 main areas. It was this and this zone, the Kanazawa Castle, was the core of the whole Kaga domain. This Kaga domain, it's usually called, in the Japanese people, usually called the Hyakuman Goku, or the 1 million koku. Koku, it was like a measurement to, it was a way to measure the land, okay, for the taxes and all of that. They say usually 1 koku is the amount of rice enough to feed 1 person for 1 year. So, and this one, the whole Kanazawa, the whole Kaga domain was considered to be the 1 million koku domain. It means it could feed 1 million people for 1 year. Okay, so it had enough rice for that. It was a really wealthy domain, and since then it became really famous. I've taken a walk. I'm trying to walk around because it's been really interesting. First of all, the history is really cool. I don't know as much as I would like to know. I'm trying to learn as I walk around and share with you as I learn. So it's a little bit walk, learn, share, walk, learn, share, but it's been really interesting. And also, on the other hand, it's giving me a lot of Sekiro vibes all the time. So it's giving me, it's so interesting that it's making me feel like, first of all, I want to learn more and share more. And second, I really want to keep playing Sekiro. It's really cool. This is what we have left of the Honmaru. As I thought, there is nothing left. It's just a forest, because after the fire in 1631, the palace was relocated. So there is nothing here, just a forest. But it's kind of cool to see it, especially with the snow falling right now. This is where the Tatsumi Yagura would be located. Yagura means watchtower or defense tower. Tatsumi is a former way to say southeast, which is the direction where this watchtower was facing to. It used to guard the area of Kenrokuen, that area full of trees, since it was considered to be the most vulnerable access to the castle. Now, it's time to go back to the hotel, but don't worry, I will be back to the castle soon. We were so lucky to find this hotel in the center of Kanazawa, and also with this amazing staff to welcome us. They're going to bring the carts over there, I think. Okay, one.
Oh, that's cool.
And one more. The dinosaur is using KOKU. The funny thing is, if you come to their desk outside the check-in time, you can see them taking a nap. It's kind of cute. Right, we have now the room key. That's right. Welcome. Here. Welcome. This is the room. We have the castle, the TV over there. And TV is this one, automatically. And the bathroom. They call this closet, but instead of closet, it's basically one place with 4 hangers. We found a place. We are now in Nomicho Market, and we found one place to have lunch where we can have some Kaizen lunch, basically a donburi rice with a lot of seafood. And take a look. You can see the gold leaf, very typical of Kanazawa. So now we are going to try seafood with gold. I feel rich. Let's enjoy. Our next stop is the Higashi-chaya district. Higashi-chaya means Eastern Tea House, and it's been a traditional entertainment quarter since the Edo period. One of the things Kanazawa is proud of is its gold leaf production, currently managing most, if not all, of the gold leaf produced for the entire country. The traditional kind of gold leaf in Kanazawa is called ensuke, and it involves using a Japanese handmade washi paper. Because of that, it is quite common to find all kind of articles using this gold leaf around Kanazawa. Shima Tea House is one of the highlights of this traditional quarter. This tea house is almost 200 years old, and it used to be a place for customers to be entertained by geisha while drinking sake. This building was one of the only few ones allowed to have a second floor, while most of the buildings had just one, so you can have an idea of how important it was back then. Currently, it is considered an important cultural asset.
Time to try. It's really good. You have to keep it right there. That's very good. And we have the sweets over here because this tea has no sugar at all, so that you can notice the difference.
One of the recommended things of Kanazawa Castle is to visit it at night, when you can enjoy the illumination on some of its areas. Don't let the bad quality of my video make you think it's not worth it. It's definitely a sight to enjoy if you stop by. So, that's all for today, but don't worry, there will be a part 2. Kanazawa has so many things to visit. Hopefully I can upload the second part as soon as possible. Sorry for that, I'll try my best. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon!